The Rock Metal Podcast, episode 232 with the D.O.O.D. All right, Rock Metal Nation, what is up? This is John from the Rock Metal Podcast. That sample you just heard was Brothers by the D.O.O.D, the Distinguished Order of Disobedience. I've got on the show with me right now. They've got a new album called Buttercup, which has three exclamation points attached to that Buttercup, which released on October. Which released on October 27th, which at the time of this recording was actually last night, so the band is recovering from a successful album release. Right now I'm being joined by the entire band to share some stories about the music and share more info about what they got going on. So guys, welcome to the show.
Glad to be here.
Thank
you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are so, I don't know, non-disobedient right now.
That's because we're all hungover.
we're being disobedient just by being up at this hour.
Perfect. Let's go listen to back to that track, Brothers. I come back from Brothers. Now, this is a lead single off of the album, correct?
Yes.
Cool.
Absolutely. It's a really kind of a we released it twice with two different versions of it. This is definitely the better version.
Okay, cool. I'm glad that we've got the better version of Brothers.
Oh yes, me too.
Now I'm curious. What is the story or inspiration behind Brothers?
Well, it kind of has a dual meaning to it. It really. Jonesy, our bass player, say hi.
Hi.
She won't talk much. But
Most bass players don't.
She said, I like the concept of, building up, building up on your friends and everything else. What about like brothers, like, on the backs of our brothers kind of thing. And so that's where it started. And then we kind of went and thought about, like military, and the music scene and every different place where everybody relies on somebody else. Camaraderie, basically. And then the second part of that was where it kind of came into play. We were doing a show with a band that's going to remain nameless, and a national act coming through at the time. We hadn't really been out of state a whole lot. But they came in and just gave us a real poor showing, basically. Left us outside in 90-degree heat, wouldn't let us in while they were sound checking. So it was a rough thing. It wasn't just us. It was like 5 other bands were outside just sweating with all of our equipment in the hot sun. And
we sold tickets.
We sold a bunch of tickets for this show. It was just a bad thing. And
we weren't allowed to sell our merch.
But as it turns out, the show wound up great because of everybody that we were sitting out in the hot sun with. We wound up going in there and using that sweat and the frustration. and the frustration, and we all put on a great show. And by the time that the headliner came on, the show was still more really about all of us. So that kind of worked its way into the song a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Kind of reminds me of not a long story, maybe an old story of the Beatles and how at the height of their career, they actually weren't very friendly to other bands. They had this we're the Beatles and you're not kind of attitude, unfortunately.
Yep, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, we went out, we worked hard for this show. We put 100% in everything we do, so it's like, I don't know, getting dished like that. Just built something up in us that we had to get out.
Yeah.
So Brothers ended up being that creation of frustration.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what
the Bay's whole scene, a chance to show how much of, like a family, some of us are, even when in a situation like that, we just all kind of stick together and still make the damn thing work.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go listen to the next track, The Devil You Know.
You're complacent, sell your soul on the way down. There's a ringing, but the thing is you don't hear oppression of the world. Wake up, don't eat what you've been fed. It's all hypocrisy. Kick off the chains and take the moment, for we all fall down. Enslave. Enslave. Here comes a candle to light you to bed. There goes the chopper to chop off your head. Turn a blind eye and time will show. Is this the cause that we made, or just the devil you know? Let's go! Here comes a candle to light you to bed. There goes the chopper to chop off your head. Turn a blind eye and time will show. Is this the cause that we made, or just the devil you know? The devil you know.
Rock Metal Nation, it's John from the Rock Metal Podcast for a real quick break to let you know that Jay over at Metal Mayhem Radio is looking to help you get your band in rotation on his station. So go ahead and hit up Jay at studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. That is studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. Just go ahead and say that the Rock Metal Podcast sent you. He'll get you into rotation on Metal Mayhem Radio. All right, come back from the Devil You Know. Definitely a very driving track. Not that Brothers wasn't a kicking track, but I definitely get more of a driving momentum in The Devil You Know. And I'm curious, similar question, what's the story or inspiration behind The Devil You Know?
Well, I guess I'll take this one as well to start, if you don't mind, guys. Basically, it was originally written right when Wayne Static had passed away. And for me, I wanted to do something that kind of had a little bit of a Static kind of, in memoriam for him. And it kind of came out that way. It's changed a little bit over the time, but the story behind it is basically, when I grew up, to be in rock and roll and metal and punk, it was always about questioning authority. And nowadays, in America at least, people don't question authority. They're blindly following everything. And that basically is what the song is about. It's like, don't blindly follow everything you hear. Question authority. Stand up for yourself and say what you want in this world.
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong, sir. Now, speaking of greatness, we got the two tracks, Brothers and Devil You Know, for Rock Metal Nation, who is just frothing at the ears of the two tracks and would love to hear more. We'll be excited to know there's a full album called Buttercup with 3 exclamation points. So, when we pick up the album, guys, what should we expect?
Anybody want to take this?
Diversity.
Diversity.
Yeah. I think we put together an album that really flows very well. But there's a lot of different facets to what we do in as a band on this album. We somehow put them together in a way that just flowed completely well. Definitely expect a lot of upbeat stuff, a lot of hard driving stuff on this album.
Cool. Now, next logical question on Rock Metal Nation's mind is, how can we stay in touch or find out more about The Dude? Is there a website that we should go to?
Absolutely. It's thedudeband.com. and that is D.O.O.D, because the Distinguished Order of Disobedience is a spelling test. So yes, it's thedudeband.com, and you can find us on Facebook, The Dude Band, and Instagram, The Dude Band, Twitter, the same thing. So yeah, we're not hard to find.
Cool. All right. Well, guys, if there's anything else you wanted to throw out there, just wanted to thank you for taking time out of your day to come on to the Rock Metal Podcast and sharing The Dude with Rock Metal Nation.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thank
we
you.
really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
All right, Rock Metal Nation. Hope you just found your new favorite band in The Dude. Big thanks again to them for coming on and sharing their music with us. Make sure to head over to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca to get all the information on the show you just heard today. And until then, rock on, Rock Metal Nation.
Watch what you say.